So this just another moment where the wheel of misunderstanding keeps turning, where beings take their misreadings, their borrowed phrases, their vague impressions, and they try to make them authoritative. It's frustrating because it's predictable. It's disappointing because it's unnecessary, but it's also clarifying. Because every time one of these bypassers or obfuscators shows up, it gives us another opportunity to make the Dharma clear. It's not that I enjoy arguing, it's not that I'm looking for conflict, it's that I can't lie. I can't pretend that things are what they aren't just to keep people comfortable. And that's the whole issue with this bypassing nonsense. It's comfort-seeking disguised as wisdom. It's clinging to imagined bliss while ignoring real suffering. It's praising confusion because clarity feels too sharp. But Buddhism is clarity. The Buddha didn't teach us to wriggle like eels, twisting around to avoid saying anything definite. He taught discernment. He taught how to separate what is useful from what is harmful, what leads to suffering from what leads to its cessation. And yeah, people hate that, because once you see it, you have to do something about it. You have to acknowledge that your favorite soothing phrases might not actually be the path. You have to recognize that the everything is non-dual, so nothing matters, line is just nihilism in a different outfit. It's the same delusion Gaudapada injected into the stream when he twisted Buddhist non-duality to create Advaita Vedanta. It's Atman clinging with Buddhist vocabulary slapped onto it. And that confusion has only grown over time, especially in the West, where people pick up whatever sounds deep and run with it without actually checking what it means. This is why I keep bringing up the Lankavatara Sutra, because that text makes it clear. Buddhist non-duality is not nihilism, not eternalism, not bypassing, not abstraction for the sake of avoiding effort. It is seeing through delusion while still acting in the world. It is a middle way that doesn't collapse into nothingness or cling to false solidity. It is engaged. That's why Thich Nhat Hanh called it engaged Buddhism, because it doesn't hide, doesn't retreat into pleasant ideas while the world burns. And that's what's at stake here. Because people like Kara Lee and this other guy, they don't see that their misunderstanding isn't just personal. It spreads. It shapes the way people think about Buddhism. It distorts the teachings until they become unrecognizable. And that's why we have rules in the group. That's why we don't allow spiritual bypassing. Because it actively works against awakening. It tells people that effort doesn't matter, that suffering isn't real, that injustice is just some illusion we should ignore instead of dismantle. And the people who push that view, they don't like being told no. They don't like when someone stands up and says, that's not Buddhism. But the Buddha did that. Again and again, he corrected wrong views. He refused to let people twist his words into something convenient. He confronted those who spread confusion, not out of hatred, but out of clarity. And that's what we do here. So yeah, I'm not sending them off to some non-duality group where spiritual bypassing is praised. That's not what I do. I don't help propagate confusion. I don't contribute to the spread of bad karma. I say no, like the Buddha taught, because beings deserve better than a comfortable lie. They deserve the path that actually leads to awakening. And that path requires discernment, effort, and the courage to stand against the tide of delusion. May all beings be happy. May all beings awaken. But that won't happen if we just let nonsense slide.